Okay, so the technique that we're going to cover is baseball bat grip wrist lock for mount. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so the way I approach it is I cut to mount here, I go over the top, and now that I'm in mount, what I want to do is I want to load my weight onto my opponent's chest, because if I stay low here on the hips, he's able to bridge and buck and take me over. So what I want to do is I want to control the wrist here. So my arms extend and I load my weight over his chest here. It's going to encourage him to turn to his side. When he does, I go to a technical mount, okay? What I want to do is I want to bring everything in tight, because if I'm loose with this, he can just hip away, make space, and then throw me off. Okay? So when I'm here in the mount, or the technical mount, I want to stay in tight with my opponent, okay? So when I'm here, I want to go ahead and baseball bat grip my opponent's wrist, okay? Because if I don't control this, he's relatively safe. So this gives me an option to start working on that wrist. What I'm going to do is take my foot that's on his belly, and I'm going to throw it over his wrist here, okay? What I want to do is I want to pull his elbow into my hip pocket here, because if I don't and I'm relaxed, he can just take his elbow and tuck it underneath my leg, and I've lost the position. So again, my foot goes over the wrist here, I'm tight, I'm controlling. Another reason why I'm doing this opposed to just leaving it open is because his other hand is free to play. So if he's here to control, push, and break, it's going to make it too difficult for me. So I pull this in tight, I go ahead and throw my foot over his wrist here. Once I have everything secured, I pull his wrist and his hand away from him, because the closer he keeps it, the more likelihood he's able to grab. And from here, as I pull, it makes it much more difficult. He cannot reach as easily at this point, and also I have more control of his wrist and his elbow joint here. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling everything in tight with the baseball bat grip here. I'm going to take my hand that's on top, closest to his head, and I'm going to go over the wrist here. This is like a gooseneck setup. So when I'm here, I take my right hand and I control the other hand here. And what I'm going to do is just go pull everything in tight, pulls in, boom, crunch, and that's for the finish.